Already beautiful Saturday morning, back on the 250 YZF-X. After a quite long time, we developed some new parts for it. It will be coming out shortly. You can see it quite soon. And Ocala National Forest, that's where we are, hammering the trail. And we are going to talk about what to buy in 2026, what your choice would be. Woo! That was a big hit. Anyway, 2026 dirt bike. It's a simple question, but the answer, what to get in 2026, isn't that simple. I think we need to talk about two-stroke, four-stroke lineup overall. So let's start with the Fantic 300. Since we are on Yamaha, the Fantic is the Italian brother. They developed a 300cc engine, and it became quite a good success in Europe. Now they bought this bike over in 2026, so you can get a hand of it if you like it. You can get one, and you can also get the 300 two-stroke that they sell. Those bikes are very race oriented, and for the two-stroke Fantic goes, I don't really like the way they develop the fuel injection part, more specifically the way they have the oil integrated in the tank, so that way you're very limited on the fuel range. And what's more, Highland Cycle had those bikes quite probably like a year ago, and first he was very excited about it, and all of a sudden he just went quiet. He didn't really talk about it much. He normally does talk a lot about if there is something what he likes. I'm sure that wasn't his favorite bike, and he actually ended up giving it away for somebody. But the point is, there is a lot of unknown regarding to that bike over here in the States. So I was thinking about to get one, but I changed my mind on it. I really like to see how the four-stroke is gonna work out. There it is! There it is! The Baja style! Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I'm really curious how the 300 four-stroke would be. That I'm more interested than the 300 two-stroke, and we'll leave it with that. Next one is the Sherco. Sherco is a very, very small brand, and they don't really do much of a development like the other brands does, but they are a decently good bike. I had one of those long time ago, and I really liked how race oriented that bike was. So much so, first I hated it, and then it grew on me. But the lack of quality, like the way they put it together, the plastics are just not there. And what's most important in 2026, they cannot really send it to USA like they did before, because of the taxes are too high. And I guess because they are small manufacturers, they can really make it work the way they want to, so they don't really sending bikes in the USA in 2026. Plus, that was really hard to get the parts for those bikes, even when they were available in the United States. Alright, I guess we went somewhere from somewhere, and the Sherco is not on my list at all. Let's see what we can do. But what I'm interested about. Thank you. Anyway, I get boring after a time. So I don't know if that's a cop or not, but I'm not gonna take my chances with it. So I'm just gonna turn around quickly and efficiently. I got a ticket over here once already. I'm not gonna take my chances. Luckily, I'm on the better weapon as they are if it comes to escape. So, circle out of the question. The other thing is KTM. KTM now become a Yamaha YZ250X. What I mean by zero development. What they did, they changed the graphic, and I think they changed the seat or something, and that's what you get in 2026 under the new development. So KTM is not an interesting brand anymore like it was before. There is no development. So I have a KTM already, so if I want to, I can just rebuild it, and that's it. It has 70 hours currently, and it's running like a champ. The other brand, who else we have? Oh, let's say YZ250X. Zero development, extremely fun bike. I mean, really. But it's so old school. In a way, you're actually loving that bike because it's so old school. But in this age, you know, when you're getting older, you're kind of looking out for that minimal comfort of having an electric start, and it doesn't even have that. Next one on the list is the 26 of this bike, which is again zero development. What they did on the 4-stroke in 2026, changing the intake, changing the exhaust, changing the seat, changing the graphics. But what they should change, and they could leave everything else, the hydraulic clutch. Unfortunately, they're still not gonna give us the hydraulic clutch, but they do giving us more tweaked engine power on high RPM, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and there is one more thing they give you. They are industry first ECU lock. Technically, they locking the ECU. If somebody towing your bike, somebody tried to steal it or it's been stolen, the new owner cannot use it. I keep forgetting how fun it is to ride out here. Haven't been here for a very long time, but I just love it. Especially it's not hot, the weather is just perfect. Cruising, the bike performs flawlessly. I know there is a lot of enthusiast beta rider out there. I rode the beta and it wasn't tuned properly, so it wasn't really our best experience, but it was a good, decent bike. That's probably the only bike. It's made for the people and not for the racers. So their main goal is making a very reliable, very durable, bulletproof, very good looking bike for, oops, I probably lost it. So making a very good bike for the average rider, don't take that a bad way, but making this bike for most of us, let's just put it this way, and less so for the racers. But that bike there's no really excitement there. But where is that excitement? The Kawasaki 300 two-stroke and Beta 300 two-stroke, what they developed. I don't know why they did those bikes and made those bikes for the motocrossers, but I don't really have a problem with it, because I kind of like those bikes, because for motocross you have to have more power, and for me that's a good thing. So what I saw from Beta, at low RPM they are not as powerful as they could, but very torquey, linear, very good pulling power to get you through the racetrack very easily and very efficiently. And unfortunately there is not much out from Kawasaki, but I'm sure those bikes are equally impressive. I tried to bring the stock out over here, but I quickly changed my mind, because this is a deep sand, and I don't know, and I don't want to face with the range anxiety. Let's check that road. I don't know which road that one. Ah, the sand, the sand. You can give me crap. I guess I rode the stock too much. Come on. You know I love you. There you go. I just needed a little love. So anyway, the point is, what I try to make, I don't really have an interest on a 2026 bike at all, and this has never happened with me. It's the first time, and because of that I'm calling you out. You tell me what you would like to see. Woo! That was awesome. What you would like to see, which bike you would like to test in 2026, because I have no clue really. And this is just bad, not for me, but for the manufacturers.